Welcome back to Savvy Serena. I'm so glad you're here today. I am doing another planner video. It's the See It Bigger planner. You can see on the back, the See It Bigger planner. I've gone a little different than I've done in the past. But I want to say right off the bat, this is going to be a series. I've got 3 planners I'm going to be showing. This is the first one. And over the next 3 weeks, you're going to see 2 more planners. But this is totally different than any of the other planners I've ever showed. So we're going to jump right into it. So the first thing I want to point out is this cover. The cover is kind of textured. I would say it was probably fox leather, maybe something of that sort. It's got a texture to it, so if you needed to carry it around, I could definitely see this being carried around with no problem whatsoever. It's got beautiful stitching, as you can see up at the top. It's got the stitching all the way around it, down the side, around it, and all the way to the back. That's holding this cover on. The cover is kind of flexible. They actually call it the Flexi Pew Planner. So it's got a flexible cover. And when you go into the inside of it, if you remember the first planner that I got from See It Bigger, it had this design on it. So that was the original. That was the first one that I used. It did come in pink, like this green color, like the darker part of green, pink, blue, and black. Is what I've seen at my Walmart. As you can tell, it's a 2017-2018 monthly, weekly planner. Now, one thing I need to point out, this is not from January to January. This is from April to June. And of course, they give you the extra months, the bonus months, like they always give you. But this one is, I believe it's called an academic planner. If I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments below. But I believe when they come out in the middle of the year, they're academic planners. But we're going to go through each one of it. It tells you here what's in it, but I'm going to let you take a look on the inside. Another thing I want to point out is the pages are sewn in together, if you can see that. See where they're sewn? So they're sewn in pages, it's not spiral. So, and of course we go right into the first part of it. And as you can see, I have important contacts. And just like all my other planners, it's the same as usual. It's medical, your allergies, your doctors, if you want to put them in there, your dentist, and the hospital if you need that number. You have financial, and then you have insurance, and under the insurance tab, you've got auto insurance, homeowners insurance, your life, mortgage, disability, and other. And then under household, you have electricity, gas, water, cable, trash, alarm, and heating and air conditioning. And some of those I do use for emergency basis, which I've said that in the past. 17, 18, and 19. And then you have your holidays. If you need to know your holidays, they're all labeled together with the day of the week and the day that they fall on. Then the next one is events, and you've got that from January to December. If you want to list the events that you're having that year all in one spot, this is where you can do it. And then you go into the monthly. And before we get into the monthly, I also want to point out that there is a sewn in ribbon also that you can use to mark off like the weekly or the monthly. So we'll start out with the monthly, and it's pretty much like it's always been before. It's big writing to help you to be able to see it with no problem whatsoever, with big blocks in it. So that makes it nice if you're writing stuff. You've got it lined on the side Not basically, doesn't say anything at the top, so you can use this for whatever, notes, whatever you want to use it for. And then we're going to go into the weekly. And the weekly is just like it was before. It starts on Monday and goes to Sunday. And it gives you a big space to be able to write what you want to write. That's one of the things I like about this because my handwriting's so big. And the last space at the bottom, you can put notes for that week. And you keep flipping through. After the monthlies, once you go all the way through to June, they go into some notes. You have like 5 note pages, which makes nice if you need to take notes. And then you have contact pages if you want to keep some contacts. You have like the address, their home, office, email, cell number, fax, if you need to do that. So that makes that nice. One of the things I don't like about this, there's no tabs. And you have to kind of flip through like I'm doing. And then you've got the passwords, which is one of the features that I love about this planner. So you have your login, your password, notes, you know, and you've got it for several websites. I've never used them all up, but depending on how many you have. And then we're going to go to the end. After passwords, and you've just got a decorative piece of paper. It's not laminated or anything like that. And then you've also got that same design on the back with the See It Bigger logo. And then the back. Let me mention that it is a 7.875 by 9.5 inch planner. So I hope this helps y'all with deciding on a planner. The store should still have these, but I figured I would show it. This is one I'm using, and I do believe if you wanted to use this later on and store it and come back to it, I do believe this is one that you could do that with. So if you like these kind of videos, make sure you give me a thumbs up. It's a good way of letting me know to continue to do them. And make sure you hit that subscribe button before you leave so you don't miss the other 2 planners coming up in the series. If y'all enjoyed this, y'all come back now. Y'all here?